everyone, this is Felicia from Felicia by the Seasons. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. In today's video, I am going to be decorating a 3-tier stand for fall. So before we get started with that process, I just want to share with you a few of the items that I have gathered together that I'm going to possibly use some of them, and some of them I may not use. But like I say, when you are decorating any particular vignette that requires multiple parts and pieces, you want to make sure that you have a lot of different pieces in order to pick from when you start decorating. So of course, I'm going to go ahead and take you up and let you see what the tier stand looks like. And the only thing that I've added to this tier stand, as you can see right now, is my friendly little owl. He is going to be my color palette for this particular tier stand. I am going to be placing this tier stand actually in our master bedroom. Yes, indeed. Because I really like looking at tier stands, so I typically put up 2 tier stands. I put one in my kitchen area, and because I like them so much and how they're decorated, I decided to start putting one in the master bedroom because I spend a lot of time in the master bedroom and I just like looking at them. So I'm actually going to put this in the master bedroom, and it's actually going to go on the top of my husband's dresser. And so I can't make it girly, so it's not going to be a girly type tier stand, but I'm going to try to cater to a masculine side of things with a few feminine touches, of course, because I'm definitely going to add some greenery to this tier stand. So let me go ahead and I'm going to let you look at the rest of the tier stand. Now this right here is the bottom level. And it's the largest level, and then you have the second level right there, and then when you go all the way up, that is the top layer. Now this top layer right here, this is smaller, and I like this tier stand because typically when you see tier stands, right here in the center there is a prong, or there is a raised prong or some kind of piece right here that sits in the center. So I like this particular tier stand because it's a flat surface and there's nothing in my way. Because sometimes they kind of hinder my design because I have to either put something behind or before, because there's like this piece that's sitting straight up. Let me see, can I show you, for example. They have this prong sitting in the center like that. So that's the reason why I like this particular tier stand. So some of the greenery I'm going to be using is, of course, I'm going to be using some eucalyptus in this tier stand as my greenery. And I'm going to be using 2 types. I'm going to be using this type. This is a little bit darker, but it's still a little dusty, light green, even though it's showing up really dark for some reason on the video. I'm also probably going to use some hydrangeas in this tier stand just to give it a little feminine touch. Okay. But not too much. And I might add in just a little bit of these. It depends on how everything goes. I'm also going to be using, because like I said, my color palette for this particular tier stand is coming from this owl right here. And this owl has blends of white, turquoise, real light. So I'm going to be using that as my color palette. So I am going to use some lamb ear in there. And then I'm going to use some of this pumpkin pick because we are decorating it for the fall. So I have to have some kind of item in there that represents fall. And that's that soft, muted teal looking color. I'm also going to be using some white pumpkins. And I'm going to use this soft minty teal pumpkin here. And yes, it lights up. So hopefully I will forget to turn that on. And I'm probably going to be using some of these little suede white pumpkins with the gold in them. And let's see what else I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using my little white houses. I love white houses. And I'm definitely going to use this truck because, like I said, it's going on my husband's dresser. And I'm going to add some more owls in there as well. They're going to be different kinds of owls that I'm going to add. I'm going to possibly add in this color owl. He has more of a green, brownish texture to him. And he is smaller, as you can see right there. And then I'm also going to be using this little baby right here, as you can see. And this little precious one right here is even smaller. So I'm going to be attempting to use those. And let me see what else. And then I just have a mixture of pumpkins just in case we get decorating and I get some great ideas. I have some of these miniature white and gray velvet pumpkins. And I also have some of these as well. And let me see what else I have here. I have some signs. I don't know whether I'm going to use both of them or not. I have this particular sign here, eat, drink, and give thanks, that I haven't used yet. And then I have this little white pumpkin, more rustic in design, thankful. I also have some of these pumpkins as well, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with this process, all right? Now, I think what I want to do is I'm going to start, let's see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the top of this tier stand and work my way down, I think. We're going to see. So we're going to start up here. And I forgot to show you this item here. So let me take you back down. Sorry about that. Take you back down to my little owl buddy here. He is so wise and he's going to help keep us on track today. I'm also going to use this pumpkin here. And I thought it was so cute. It looks like a little fleece blanket type pumpkin, and then that little gold stem is just sort of awesome to me. So I think we're going to start with that and work our way up. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to go back to the top of the tier stand, and I'm going to go ahead and add in this cupcake stand, and I'm going to put that at an angle. And then I'm just going to set my pumpkin right on top there, as you can see. Let me take you down a little bit. Okay, so I've installed a pumpkin and that little stand there. So let's see what else can we add. And we might kind of bounce around from tier to tier. Now, let's go back down here. Now, I decided to put this owl down because this owl is a pretty good size, width-wise, and has weight. So I decided it would be best for me to put the owl down here on this third tier because he has some weight and I don't want the tier stand to fall over, okay? And so let's see what else we want to add. Now, so far we've got one pumpkin installed on the top. And let's go back down with this owl. Okay, I'm being wishy-washy, aren't I? I don't know where I want to start. Okay, let's try this second tier. Okay, let's be serious here. We're going to do this second tier right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick up my little floral pick here. And I'm going to add this pick in there. Now, I'm doing this. I'm taking you along step by step as I do this. So I'm showing you the real process of how you put a tear stand together. You know, it doesn't just come to you automatically. You know, I had some ideas of what I want to do for the tear stand, but however, you know, it takes a minute to get your ideas flowing. Okay, I knew what color theme that I was going to go with this. I know that I'm going to install it into the bedroom, so I did know those things. So that helps me out a little bit, I guess. And so let's continue on. I've added that floral pick. And so I'm going to go ahead and add in some of that lamb's ear. I'm going to add some of that in there. So let me go ahead and just add some of that in there. And I'm just going to put that on the side because we're trying to build up our greenery there. And now I'm just going to go ahead and add, let's see what we're going to add now. I'm going to go ahead and add in some of this eucalyptus. I'm going to add that up there. All right, let me see, are you seeing me getting that done? I just added some of that up there. And I'm going to go ahead and add in the white hydrangea there. I'm making room because I'm planning on putting something in here and I'm planning on putting something there in the back. So I'm just kind of making room. Now I'm going to go ahead and skip down and we're going to go to the bottom tier right here with my little friendly owl. See how sweet he is? He's just sitting there and looking at you guys and just saying, hey, you know, I'm going to help Felicia get this tear stand together. He's going to help me get my tear stand together. And so we've installed that there. And let's see what else do we want to do. Okay, we're going to keep it going here. And I think what I'm going to do is I want to add something here. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my white house here. I'm going to put that as an angle. I'm going to go ahead and add in the truck. Okay. And I'm going to add in a little pop of color. I'm going to add this little teal looking pumpkin in my truck there. Okay. And you still can see my owl. And I have the house here. I like those white houses, by the way. I love those houses. And let's see what else we want to add. I think we kind of need something to fill in here and something to fill in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up to the top, probably in here, and see what we can fill in there. Let's see. Let's go back up to the very top here, because the only thing we have there is a little lonely pumpkin there. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I think we're going to go ahead and add in that pumpkin on top. Okay. And we're just going to add in this pumpkin here. Has the metal leaves, and I'm going to set this right in here. I think I want to turn it. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and light this. I reckon this is the one that works. Okay. Oh, that's dreaming. Look at that. Ooh, it's giving off a different kind of light. Hold up there. Let me turn that off because that's a distraction. Okay. So let's go ahead and add in another pumpkin. Now I'm just going to test this pumpkin out. I don't know whether I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to try this one up there. It might be a little bit too big. Nope, works just fine. Okay. And I like that, and I'm going to take you up so you can see it clearly. I know you might can't see it really clearly. But I like that these two pumpkins here, although they are two different textures, because you've got your fleece looking gray pumpkin here with the gold stem, and right here you have your suede white pumpkin with the gold stem. But I like that they kind of coordinate together. Okay. And this is my color palette. This is going to be the color palette. Or maybe I should put it right there. Who knows? Okay. I'm going to put a pumpkin back there. I'm going to see how that works first. And then I'm going to stick in a hydrangea right in there to fill that in. Okay. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Come on with it. Come on with it. And let's see. Now, this is real life, people. This is how we put these things together. They don't just come together because we snap our fingers and everything is going to be put up there for us. You have to think about where you're headed with things. So, yes. So, I think what I'm going to do is there's a gap right in here. Now, I could put some pumpkins in here or some more greenery in here. I'm trying to figure that out right now. And I just might want to add in some greenery in there. Or do I want to put some greenery in here? Let me see. I might want to add in a little piece of greenery. And I think that's a little bit too big. Might need to cut that down a little bit. Let's see, what else we got up here? Let's try a small piece of this eucalyptus. And we're going to insert that right into here. Now, this has a little pink blossom on it. I'm not going to be hot and bothered by that. I just want to get some of that greenery in there. I don't think that's laying like I want it. Okay, let's put that in there. And let's see, can't we get another little piece in here? So I am really taking you guys along with me on this tier stand because I'm actually cutting up these pieces as we go along here. So if you hear that little clip, that's what I'm doing. I'm cutting up pieces. So, all right. And I just added some greenery right up here to the top. And I know you really can't see what's all is going on. But I am definitely going to show you my progress. Okay. So you can see everything and won't be left out of anything that I'm putting up here on this tray. Okay. Is that fair enough? I think so. All right, so what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to add some of these little pumpkins here. Because we got some holes down here. And we got some holes right down in here. Right in here and right in here. So I'm going to go ahead and add maybe one there. I'm going to add a little gray one right there. Sorry about the bag rattling, y'all. And I'm going to add some back here. I'm going to mix it up, gray and white. Because now my truck right here, it might be looking like it's white, but this truck is actually a light gray. Just to give you a heads up of what's there. Now, I only have one sign on this tray. So, let's see. I was going to add in another sign, but I filled that in. And you know what? Let me see. Can I put this there? Ooh, that went in there real nice. I like that. I like you. You didn't give me a whole lot of fuss. Okay. And so, let's add in some more pumpkins around here. I'm liking that. That's cute. I love those little pumpkins, you guys. I really like decorating with those pumpkins. I wish I had some more, but I finally done ran out of them. So, there's no point in keep wishing, huh? So, I think I'm going to add some of this in here on the side to give it some personality because we are working with neutrals. And we want to keep it lively, so to speak. We don't want it to get washed out. Okay. So I'm just going to take you up and let you see a little bit closer of what's going on with this tier stand. So this is what we have to the bottom. We've added some pumpkins here. We got a little speckled pumpkin, a little velvet pumpkin. We got a white house. And that white house, when I bought it, it lights up, but it doesn't work now. But I didn't buy it for it to light up. We've got our truck, a pumpkin, a hydrangea. We also have that floral pick right there and some more little white pumpkins here. That's the bottom tray. And then when we go up to the second tray, we have another floral pick here. We have our sign. We added that smaller owl there. Some more white hydrangeas. I just added in, what did I add right there? That little piece right there with some hydrangeas in it, little white berries. And then on the very top, we have a white pumpkin, a gray fleece pumpkin, and we also have this pumpkin that lights up and some more hydrangeas. And we have the smallest owl right here. Okay, so that is my progress with this tier stand.
So let's go back up. This is the top tray. Okay. You see my little greenery right there. My eucalyptus. This is the second tray of the tier stand here. Got little white berries, sun, and this right here is the bottom tray here. Okay, try to go around so you can get a good look at everything right there. It is really pretty, you guys. I don't know how it's coming off on this camera, on this video, but it is really nice. And my goal is not to make it so feminine looking. I want it to have a little masculine feel to it, but I still want it to be pretty, so to speak, if you get what I'm saying. And I think what I'm going to do is just add a few more pumpkins in here. And I'm just stick those in there randomly. And let me see. I might want to add something else in there just to give it a little personality. And I'm really liking these little speck pumpkins here. And I might can add one right here to give it some personality right there. And let me see, I'm going to show you where I just put that one. I set that one right there. In there. I feel like I need something in there. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a piece of greenery right in there. That might be a little bit too dark. Let me see, can I put a lighter piece of greenery in that part right there? Or we could put in a pumpkin. I think that's going to be a little bit too big. Let me get my little clippers here and see, can't we put just a little sprig of this, and put in some of this eucalyptus right in there, because I feel like it's a hole right there and I'm not liking this hole. Okay, now that's kind of covering that up. Let's put some more. Let's slide it in there some more. Now, one thing that I did notice is that on this shelf, this one right here, I added in some berries on one of those shelves. I added in, you might can't see it, but I added some berries on one of the shelves. So I need to add some berries to mimic that on this side as well. I don't know how I'm going to pull that off, but I need to mimic that somewhere. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do that without, see, because the way it's designed, it's going to cover up my, you know what, I can stick it here. Okay. And I'm going to show you what I just did. I added in, I'm going to take you up and let you see. I added in another berry piece on that top shelf to kind of go with that piece right there. That's what I did to it. Okay? So, I think this is going to do it for me. All right. And I'm just going to give you one final look of everything. And I think that's all I really need to put in this tier stand. But you know us women, we're going to pick until we find something else. Because I actually have a white hydrangea here. And I have a white hydrangea here. But I don't have one at the very top. So I'm trying to figure out how I can get one of those hydrangeas on the top. I'm going to have to use probably a small one. And I I do not like cutting up my hydrangeas because they're beautiful, and I just do not like cutting them up. So I'm going to have to see, can I go and find a smaller one? Or I might can use that one right there. And see, can I get that to stick up there? Yeah. Let me show you if it don't fall off. I went ahead and added one to there. Because if I kind of want hydrangeas on each tray. So let me give you one final look. So we can go ahead and end this video because I know this video is getting kind of lengthy. So I'm just going to give you one more final look and we're going to end this video. Okay. So let's look at the top. This is the very top shelf. We added in a white hydrangea. That's what I was doing to mimic the other two rows here. We got my little friendly owl there. White pumpkin. And I'm not going to light up this pumpkin because when I turned it on, it has some colors going on there. It might mess up this color that you're seeing on the video. And this is the second shelf. I have another owl here. Now this owl right here, okay, is larger than this owl right here. But the one over here is the largest of all the owls, okay? And so this is the third and the bottom shelf. And I have some pumpkins, my white house that don't light up anymore, my gray truck with a teal pumpkin in it, another white hydrangea, that soft pastel velvet teal pumpkin there, and a mixture of those little white pumpkins in there. Okay. And so I think I have completed this tier stand that is going to be put in our master bedroom for the fall 2020 season. And just to let you know, the reason why I am using this color palette, just to remind you, is because this is the color palette that I'm going to be using in our master bedroom for the fall. So I use the colors in this tier stand so it can coordinate with the colors that I'm going to be using. All right. So if you have any questions about any of the items that I used in this tier stand, just leave me a comment down below in the comment section and I'll get right with you and let you know where I got everything from. And some of these items, I think they are pretty much available right now. And some of them are just things that I've had. And you know, some companies, they bring back the same items year after year. Okay. So I just wanted to take you along with me to show you the process that I go through creating my tier stands. This is one of the largest tier stands that I have because it's a 3-tier stand. And I just wanted you to see the process, that it's not just something that, well, for me, I don't just throw something up there on my tier stand. It has purpose. It has meaning. It's something that I like to look at. It not only brings beauty to our master bedroom, but it also makes my eyes happy, and it stimulates me, and it gives off good energy and positive energy. So that's the purpose of me doing this tier stand, and I wanted the colors to be coordinated with the theme that I'm using to decorate our master bedroom. So I thank you for your patience and going along with me. I know this video is kind of lengthy, but I hope that I gave you some tips. If you, especially for those of you that's never used a tier stand or never decorated one before, or if you are an expert and you've been doing tier stands for a while, hopefully I gave you some innovation as well. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you would, give me a thumbs up,
Consider sharing and joining my brand new YouTube channel by hitting that subscribe button. That really helps out my channel. And so until the next video, you guys, happy fall decorating. Bye-bye.